morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today to celebrate the grand opening of Park Montgomery and Park Montgomery West, two communities that represent the best of what can happen when vision, collaboration, and commitment come together. This redevelopment has been years in the making. It was originally, Park Montgomery, this building right here, was originally built in 1971, and it provided critical affordable housing for generations of Montgomery County families. But after more than 50 years, the building needed more than just an update. It needed a reinvestment worthy of the residents who call this community home. Today, we're proud to unveil 217 high-quality, affordable apartments that not only preserve homes, but expand opportunity, just steps away from the future Purple Line station. These homes connect residents to jobs, education, and resources across the region, ensuring affordability remains at the center of Montgomery County's growth. We're especially grateful to County Executive Marc Elrich and his administration for their steadfast commitment to preserving and expanding affordable housing across Montgomery County. Your leadership and partnership have been instrumental in ensuring that communities like Park Montgomery remain accessible and inclusive for all residents. I also want to recognize Montgomery County Council President Kate Stewart, who wasn't able to join us today, but who's been deeply involved in this project from the beginning and is a true champion for housing, equity, and sustainable development. Her commitment to inclusive growth has made a lasting impact on this community and the county. And while today marks the completion of new homes, it also celebrates a new chapter of creativity and connection. If you haven't seen the mural yet, you can see it when you drive up, but I encourage you to go see it. You'll see that beautiful mural called Our Dreams in Flight, created by local artist Joel Bergner in collaboration with youth from this very community. The mural depicts colorful hot air balloons rising from an open storybook, each balloon filled with vibrant figures representing the dreams, diversity, and shared journey of the Piney Branch Road community. It's a powerful reflection of what we strive for at Enterprise, helping people and communities rise together, grounded in hope, imagination, and opportunity. This artwork will serve as a daily reminder that everyone's story belongs here and that our collective dreams truly take flight when we invest in people and in place. Now it's my pleasure to welcome someone who's been a steadfast advocate for affordable housing, environmental sustainability, and community well-being here in Montgomery County. His leadership and partnership have been instrumental in expanding affordable housing across the county. Please join me in welcoming Montgomery County Executive Marc Elrich to share a few words.
I am so happy to be here and so excited to be working with Enterprise again on another project. You do remarkable work, and it's no secret you're probably my favorite one in this field because the things you do are affordable and they're at scale. And when I was on the council when Park and Planning was going to rezone this area, and their plan for rezoning was to upzone everything so that they could revitalize the community. And I was on the council and I said, wouldn't it be nice if the people who lived here got to stay after you revitalized the place? And they withdrew their plan to upzone everything for the time being. And that was an important thing. We need to preserve the affordable housing we have. It is incredibly expensive to replace it. We know on this project, this is not an inexpensive project to do. Anytime we knock down buildings where people have the opportunity to live and live affordably, then we are making our job even harder. And it's hard enough to provide the support they need to renovate those buildings, which is not a cheap enterprise to begin with. But to get rid of them and have to start over again is a real problem. So I'm really excited about this. I want to thank Enterprise for its partnership. Enterprise Community Development has been a very strong partner with us. I appreciate your team. And I appreciate your willingness to keep coming back over and over again and say, can we do this? Can we do this? And fortunately, I think you feel that you're in a place where you can do it, and we want to be partners. And I want to thank Scott Bruton from my team, who I brought on explicitly because of his expertise in affordable housing and for the fact that I would not have to convince him to do this kind of work, that he would do this kind of work out of passion. There's a world of difference between people who do a job because it's their job and people who do a job because it's what they live for and what they drive themselves to do. So I feel like I have a team that actually believes in this mission and understands the importance of what we do. This is one of the most exciting things about the Park Montgomery project is the ability to both preserve the existing affordable housing and add 76 new units. And I remember standing out here with people at groundbreaking and looking at that parking garage and wondering, like, could we build something on top of this parking garage? Why waste the land here? We got room to go up, and you all did it. And you did it, and it's deeply affordable, so I want to thank you for doing that. The county in 2000 had more than 45,000 naturally occurring affordable housing units. By 2030, we will probably not have 10,000. That's a frightening thought. We were down to 20,000 by 2020. The acceleration of rents is just going to make this situation worse. Even with rent control, the only thing we're able to protect are the units that are 23 years and older. We're not able to protect buildings that were built earlier than that. So the idea of only 10,000 naturally occurring housing units left is going to be a real problem. We have to find ways to replace this. And to stop the natural affordable housing from being lost to the market requires public investment. It's not going to happen any other way than if the public puts money into this. And, and I'm happy to go out to community groups and talk to them about the investment we make so they understand what it takes to produce the things that they understand we need. It's not an inexpensive adventure to be doing this. And the county, through Director Bruton, his team at DHCA, directed $10.6 million in financing to support this project. And this kind of investment is especially important up here along the Purple Line corridor. And it goes to what I was saying before, people should be able to live here. We're making this massive investment in transit. The hope is that transit, revitalizes the community, but if it revitalizes the community by kicking the people out of here who live here, that is not real community revitalization. That's called displacement. This is why I've made it a priority to use county resources to protect affordable housing in this corridor so that people who already live here benefit from the transit access to jobs, the new jobs that will be created here, and the opportunities that this project is going to provide. The completion of Park Montgomery and Park Montgomery West means that hundreds of residents will have an affordable place to call home within a short walk from the Purple Line. Today's celebration highlights the momentum we've seen around affordable housing development in the county. Just last week, we released our Affordable Housing Pipeline Report, showing the county investments have helped create or preserve 2,289 affordable units since the start of FY25. If we were working in the normal market environment, we would get 15% of new units if that's what we were doing as an affordable housing policy. These investments have gotten us more than 2,000 units that could only have been gotten with those investments. The development's going to make a difference for working families, seniors, people in mental health recovery, and others will benefit from having affordable, safe, stable homes. We're currently working on finishing the financing deals for 18 additional projects in the pipeline for FY26, and another 26 projects in the years beyond that. That's 44 projects that we're working on actively in Montgomery County. That will be thousands of housing units that will get built here in Montgomery County, and it's going to make a difference. Park Montgomery is a great example of the fruits of these investments and the impact they're having here in our community. So I want to thank you again. I look forward to everything we can do with you. I know your mission, and I like people who are mission-driven. So thank you very much.
Thank you again, County Executive Elrich, for your ongoing leadership and for ensuring that Montgomery County remains a place where residents of all income levels can thrive. It's really important work, and we truly appreciate your partnership. Next, I'd like to welcome a partner whose organization has been essential to the financing and success of this project. Bank of America has long been a national leader in supporting affordable housing through strategic investments that create both community and economic impact. Please join me in welcoming Derek Perkins, Senior Vice President and Market Executive at Bank of America.
Thank you for the introduction, and thank you for my friends at Enterprise for working with Bank of America on this important project. Park Montgomery and Park Montgomery West are the latest in a long-standing partnership between Bank of America and Enterprise, a partnership dedicated to creating affordable housing in Montgomery County and across the DMV. A recent report from Bank of America Institute found that more than 1 in 4 households live paycheck to paycheck. For those households, we see spending on necessities like housing, food, and childcare can rise as much as to 90% of their incomes. In a region with some of the highest priced homes and housing on the East Coast, projects like Park Montgomery and Park Montgomery West are critical in ensuring that people working in some of the most meaningful jobs in the area can continue to work, live, and thrive here. On its face, Park Montgomery's 200 plus units represent a substantial housing solution for Silver Spring, but looking just a little deeper, you'll see that there's so much more than that. Over 2/3 of these housing units are 2 and 3 bedrooms. This means that more than 140 families will be able to focus on building stronger financial futures right here in Montgomery County without the weight of housing costs. Today's ribbon cutting is the latest of Bank of America's commitment to creating affordable housing in the greater Washington, D.C. region. Since 2019, Bank of America has invested over $700 million in financing and equity and has developed over 2,000 units, plus more than $2.5 million in home ownership down payment commitments throughout the region. I can't overstate this. This is a direct line between access to stable, affordable housing and sound financial futures. On behalf of my colleagues at Bank of America, thank you for the opportunity to partner on this important project and for the continuing trust to make sure Montgomery County remains a place where families in every income bracket can thrive. I look forward to the continued partnership, and thank you.
Thank you, Derek, and thank you for the continued partnership with Bank of America as well. It's been a really strong and long time partnership that we've had with you. To close the program today, I'm proud to introduce one of our own, someone whose dedication and leadership has helped bring Park Montgomery and Park Montgomery West from concept to completion. Please join me in welcoming Ryan McWayne, Associate Director of Real Estate Development at Enterprise Community Development.
Thanks, Janine, and good morning, everyone. Good morning. So, construction in many ways is like a day at a park. You feel a mix of excitement, joy, and maybe even a little bit of nerves. The joy of finally arriving is not unlike the long, very long awaited moment of construction closing. Just imagine you and your friends, or in this case, the wonderful development team, are ready for a day of rides, greasy food, and laughter. This was us 2 years ago. Thanks to our financing partners, Bank of America, the Department of Housing and Community Development, as well as Montgomery County, we had our tickets in hand. We had financing to enter the park. But no trip to any park is complete without a few surprises. Our favorite ride closed. Unforeseen conditions, of course. Thankfully, our friends at Harkins Builders and Soto Architects helped us pivot. They kept us on track. Just as we found our groove, 10 busloads of guests arrived. Delays, long lines, setbacks. However, thanks to our engineering firms at CPJ and also BKM, they helped us navigate crowds and move forward. Then what happened? The skies opened up, a downpour. But guess what? We were not alone. Our legal teams at Klein Hornick and Wire Gill offered their umbrellas of knowledge and guided us through the storm. And throughout this journey, we were joined by even more incredible teammates. From asset management, Jess and Markel and Todd. We had finance, we had Derek, Lydia, Gary, Kelly. From resident services, we had Gail, Martin. From construction management, we had Sean, Melissa, Cassandra, and our incredible partners at Enterprise Residential. And to each of you, thank you. Thank you so much for your creativity and your belief in this vision. We have done more than just build housing. We have created a community. And finally, to the residents, thank you for trusting in our mission. It's been a very long road. This project is a testament to what happens when all of us come together to ride the highs and also the lows, and never lose sight of the joy that comes at the end of this journey. So today we have just not a completed building, but we have a team that made all of this possible. So thank you so very much to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan, and thank you to everyone on the Enterprise Community Development Team and our partners who played a role in making today possible. At Enterprise, we believe that when people have access to a good home, they can build better futures. Park Montgomery and Park Montgomery West are a testament to that belief and to the power of partnership to turn vision into reality. Together, these communities represent what is possible, again, when we invest in both people and in place.
There you go.